gone. But it is just game one, so both teams can't afford a single loss in this series. But obviously, momentum being a massive part of the road to TI and TI itself.
You also just don't want to go out and last as an NA team, man. Like, it's not.
Well, you're not going out last, to be fair.
Or it's already a C team, honestly. Those fans might be even more brutal.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, whoever gets eliminated. I mean, you saw that thread yesterday. Congrats to the first team eliminated.
Yeah, that was
come on,
messed
brother.
up.
Come on, brother. I mean, these fans are ruthless for these regions. So it's going to be a sad day for one of these teams relative to their fan base, but you just don't want to be the unlucky one.
I was about to say, are there any NA fans left?
Yeah, I met the one outside.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's doing great.
He's still there.
I'm sure somewhere Arteezy's watching, you know. He's rooting him on.
I'm sure he's listening to the cast right now.
Somewhere Bulba's watching.
Are you okay?
Going, how did I not gatekeep these guys? It's a joke. I swear it's a joke. He did not like that joke. True NA fans did like that joke.
Early cogs, Tim's trying to take the bounty rune, but speed is too quick for him. Got the last hit. A deny on another bounty rune there from Fade using the Wolves. So it's a 2-for-1 exchange, and they got a little bit of a cog bounty gold in there as well. So an extra 10 gold for them. Congratulations.
Well, take the shots, put them to good use. A little extra net worth for the Snapfire going in the lane phase. 2 CS, he leads the charts, Austin.
He does. Look
at that.
Indeed.
What a monster. See how much Armel can extract from this mid lane. We saw him do some work in the laning phase with the Void Spirit. I think he's also a player that picks up some speed as the tournament goes on. Like, he starts out a little slow, but then once he starts figuring out the heroes he wants to play, his laning improves a little bit. He can be a beast in this mid lane. And I talked about it in the draft. RCY, this is the guy for this team that has to have a good game. When he has a good game, Wildcard can cook. They can absolutely cook some good teams.
I mean, when we were covering the NA DPC a number of, how many years ago was that? 2-3 years ago? This was the guy that stood out.
Yep.
When it came to the more junior teams.
And if you ask any NA mid player, this is the guy they would have named as, you know, he's not there yet, but like, he's got potential. That's who I would pick as an up and coming NA player, because there's not a lot of them. So your pool's pretty limited, but
yeah,
he's good. He's good.
And the reason he's got all that talent, ultimately, he's a Filipino player.
There you go.
Southeast Asia still versus Southeast Asia.
Why didn't Bulba ever poach him?
Well, he already had an Abed, so.
Likes his C mids.
True.
NA likes their C mids too, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
No Yopaj here.
Early CS advantage for RCY. And getting some good damage during this Flame Guard.
Yeah, he's doing well resource-wise. Got the lane pushing in, get that 2-minute water.
Got pulled into the tower, though. That's going to be a little nasty. Sleight of Fist will dodge the shot, though. So not too heavily punished. And still getting the denies. Whew.
Yeah, this start's looking pretty nice for Wildcard. Honestly, across all 3 lanes, their cores are farming. And this is the start you want with this lineup.
Another range creep deny. That's one of those denies you can't get unless Armel is fishing to beat or to get the last hit after RCY goes for the deny. So that was kind of like a lose-lose scenario for Armel. And he ended up with the worst outcome.
Are you saying he's choking?
I mean, a little bit. I'm just saying, like, legitimately, it's better not to go for that CS and just let the tower get that kill, because, you know, otherwise, lost experience, that hurts in a mid-matchup. Tim's trying to be a nuisance with these cogs.
I would also think about the Undying rotation. I think Speed really likes to make these gate rotations. He's a big fan of this hero in general.
Tim's.
And this is a hero you can do it on, particularly when you have the safe lane Furion, who can also rotate. If you go through the gate with the Undying, you can just 4v2 that safe lane.
Yeah.
Even kill the guy who comes in on top of it with like Tombstone plus the TP in. That move could be really deadly for Boom. That's the biggest move in this early game that you have to think about here.
Did they make the entrance to the Lotus Pool wider?
I think so.
I think so, right?
Because
there was this meta where the first one would get there, would body block out the entrance, but now we're seeing that's not possible.
I mean, I was playing around with it in lobby, and it doesn't seem like you can do it anymore.
I like that change. just because it feels like you probably shouldn't be able to just, you know, first one in there just gets to body block
it's a
out
little
the entrance.
gimmicky.
It's a little cheesy.
To deny the rune, but late to the party. John, well, wasting some time here.
Yeah, that's...
I got the TP out of Bignum, though, so... Okay, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Wasting each other's time in a way. I'm still looking for these rotations out top. At what point? I think you're looking between like 6 to 8 minute mark for that to happen. And the other reason it's very good for Wildcard is you want to give solo XP to these two side laners. You want the Lycan and the Furion to get as much solo XP or extra XP from kills that you can.
Yeah.
That's what's most important. Like, CS is great here. They're CSing completely fine, but if these heroes get early level 6 to 9 territory fast this game, the Ember also really loves that, but he's going to get it by default. That's when this lineup comes online. That's when the lane shovels start cooking.
Yeah, level 6 represents a huge threat for both the side lanes, right? Nature's Prophet, having that global presence, speed. Ooh, gets off a really good decay on the two of them. It's not going to be enough health, and that'll be first blood for Jabs.
And lingered up in this lane, just got chipped down. I guess that's one way to give the Furion solo XP. Just give away first blood.
Oh, double wolf kill. That
double wolf.
I know, that cosmetic makes it look like Beastmaster Boars. I was really with you on the side lane rotation, right? Because Yamson can teleport and then Speed can go through the gate. Like, this lane pushes forward for Boom's safe lane. You get an Undying wrap in from behind, a Tombstone drop on a Templar Assassin. Nature's Prophet teleports in, so you can't even run away very easily. Feel like that is a guaranteed kill, at least on one hero.
The one issue Wildcard are going to run into with moves like that is, one, you can glimpse somebody out. Furion TPN, you glimpse them out, can be problematic.
Sure.
Two, you lack stuns this game. You have to be aware of where your stuns go, or people are just going to TP out on you. Like, you have Lycan, Furion, Undying.
Yeah, you are just rocking the cookie. That's it.
Yep. It's cookie and chains. And
yeah.
So Boom could easily just TP out of these plays. They have Glimpse, they have Solar Guardian.
Here comes that cookie, trying to secure the power rune. Does not get it, but does get a lot of damage on John. Well, he will be bursted down as Yamson comes over.
Got his courier?
Does get the courier on top of that one. Tims will protect the rune so Armel can make his way to the amp damage. A little bit surprised that Boom fought that the way they did, just because that Nature's Prophet, like, he's going to add an extra hero. If you want to contest these runes, I feel like you kind of got to stack one side.
Or have Solar Guardian available
later
on. That'll make a big difference.
Yeah.
You kind of have to just force this Furion to TP, though.
Speed gets off the Tombstone, but he's in trouble again. Another decay is coming up in a second. Jabs not sure if he wants to kill the Tombstone or the hero glimpse back, and that will finish him off. The zombies are out in force, but not enough for Yamson to really chase anything down.
Oh, we're looking for Yamson.
Oh, and Tims is going to maybe catch him from behind. Speed is already back into play, though, thanks to his innate.
Yeah, but he has no Tombstone right now. It's just not a threat on the map.
Sure. Spot it now.
Yeah, they're going to bring him down. This is a massive find for Tims.
Sprout for the extra HP, a little bit of heal. He's trying to make his way out, but it's just not enough. The damage over time between the two supports gets the kill. The glimpse back. That will not save Tims' life.
Free TP back to lane, if anything.
Yeah. Quick kill and out.
Really nice.
He actually got a ton of experience for that.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was there long enough for the experience on the kill. Okay, and he got the wisdom.
Yeah, super nice for Bignum. I mean, that's like, tip your Uber driver. Just sent you straight home. Free trip.
Unfortunately, his experience is not... It doesn't look that good, despite... Like, he's still lower level than the Disruptor. Or lower experience, anyway.
This bottom lane was pretty tough for Wildcard. Boom played it pretty well around this TA. Not the easiest lane. They got a bunch of wolf kills. A lot of the XP did go to Fade here, which I think is more important. You'd rather have early level 6s on these side laners than your supports high level in this game. The Wildcard supports do not need a lot, whereas the Boom supports would love some extra experience to get these ults going. This would be a nice pickup for RCY. Tim's just overextended in the jungle. You got to respect the Ember skirmish power of this game. As little lockdown as Wildcard had, you don't have the best lockdown for this Ember until Static Storm is online. There's no real threat on him, just running around the map.
Yeah.
And you have Snapfire to give you a little extra, minus armor, oomph. You have Howl. This is an Ember Sleight of Fist that can go pretty ham if all
Lycan is pretty tanky in these early levels. They're going to pop the Dawnbreaker ultimate, but Fade's already level 6. He pops it immediately on the first side of Armel and jumps away.
Yeah, that was not a play that was going to work.
Yeah, I feel like that was inherently a tough one.
Also, that is not the guy I want to use the first Solar Guardian on. Like I think that was just kind of a forced play. They're sitting there, we may as well go for it. But ideally, I want to use the Solar Guardian to kill the Furion or some sort of power rune skirmish or something like this. I'm not thinking I gotta shut down the Lycan right now.
Yeah, it's one of those like clockwork.
I might get him anyway.
Yeah, I guess so. They got the ultimate out of him and go right back to it.
Oh, that's super nice. Just not reading that play in. Jackie, he is getting big now. Extra wolf kills, a Lycan kill. He's gonna lane his tower almost level 8. It's TA.
I will say one thing about that play initially. They get the kill eventually by going back to it, but it also just getting the ult out of the Lycan feels pretty good for Jackie.
Oh, yeah.
He can lane longer, and it does seem to be Boom's MO of putting, funneling a lot of resources into Jackie.
I don't mind them making the poke plays to get a reaction out of Wildcard to then make an actual play. I think that's totally fine because Wildcard has some good reactionary ability with Ember Furion. Just to be careful about what resources you commit. Armel getting chunked down here.
He's got the steps, so should be okay. But probably a trip back to Fountain, or he's going to rely on a Clarity.
I mean, again, you really got to be careful in these skirmishes. You get hit by the Snapfire shots plus a How. That Sleight of Fist is like borderline pure damage.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
And it's not an easy thing to see. But nice little recovery. It was a solid early start for Wildcard. Boom recovered it now. Looking fine position. They shut this Lycan down pretty hard. It's going to be slow Helm of Dawn or any sort of map pressure coming out from him.
RCY is probably going to walk into the Sentry here, but he's already pinged out. They have some sort of vision, he thinks.
I mean, he doesn't have a lot to play with unless you have Wrath of Nature or Kisses up. That's kind of what you're looking at here, and you almost have that up. So a kill would secure it. You can find something around the map. Not the fastest Ember game.
No.
But you kind of expected it with the draft, I think.
Yeah, 100%. As you said, the pressure is more on Boom to make sure that they're getting the kills and taking these lane shovers out of the map. Another rotation from this Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit going top to mid to bottom here. Really wants to find a kill somewhere out of all this. The Wolves are only going to help for a second here. Oh, missed shot there from Bignum. That's going to cost them big time. That little extra damage may make the difference. Is now the Dawn ult is going to come in. Solar Guardian, that's going to take out Bignum rather easily. And the Ember Spirit of RCY simply doesn't have the damage. The two supports are going to be left behind here in Fade. He can only do so much. He popped his ultimate and tried to chase him down. Speed's going to be brought back in with the glimpse. So yeah, both supports dead, and the core is left to run away.
Just don't have the Snapfire ult for that fight. It's really hard to get enough damage to push through there. Saw how long it took him to try and whittle this TA down. You just don't have a lot of direct single target damage to commit in a situation like that, especially if this Furion is not willing to just TP and commit, sit there, hit the guy. Like, Yamson doesn't feel confident enough to go in there and do that yet.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have that Maelstrom completed. That'll change the dynamic a lot, but until that happens, Lycan's not giving you much damage. Your Undying's giving you the most, but he's also the first one getting beat down. Tough to force these fights.
I think the reaction afterwards from Wildcard was pretty decent. RCY cuts the mid wave, so the Void Spirit misses out on that, and then they took the bottom tower with the rest of the Lycan push. Unfortunately, he didn't get the last hit, but it also wasn't denied, so.
Something. Little stacks for Jackie here as he works towards Deso. He is definitely out in front. I mean, anytime you're ahead of Furion, you're in a good spot. That's for sure. Yamson not going to be too happy about this start his enemy carry has had. But of course, Zero will always recover. They are still looking for the kisses, man. It's getting ridiculous. I mean, just give this guy a wave somewhere.
Yeah, at some point.
At 13.
At some point, you gotta just be a little bit more selfish. And
I think he had to take more waves.
Yeah.
This is too sacrificial. Like, your ult is really important for the Ember. Yeah. His kill threat around the map.
Slight chains into kisses. It feels like a long-range artillery guaranteed kill. Speed, he'll drop the tombstone defensively here.
There's the kisses.
Kisses coming out, trying to get John. Oh, well, but he's already outside of the range, and they kill the tombstone.
Oh, brother. You farmed 13 minutes to get that ult, and I think he felt his frustration. It's like, I got to just throw it out. I got to get something done. But now you don't have it for a 14-minute Wisdom Shrine fight if it breaks out right here.
Oh, yeah.
He lost his boots on courier.
Or defending this tower, yeah. Big Num, a hook shot to stop speed.
Oh, it's all crumbling for the support duo right now.
It is, it is.
I think they were trying to give solo XP so much in that early game, and I think that was correct, but they didn't prioritize it at the right point to get this ult online, and it cost them some of these early fights, and now they're in that situation where they're just a little bit behind, and you get stuck in that spiral. I mean, this Snapfire is not going to have brown boots until the 15.5-minute mark. That's just brutal.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know you can get away with it at TI sometimes, you know.
PBD's gone that long without brown boots, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I also remember that no-tail Bane game where
oh yeah,
he didn't have it till like minute 36. And he won that game.
Fade is closing in on Helm of the Overlord.
Oh, let's not look at that inventory. He'll recover. We'll believe he'll recover here, but this is an opening for Boom in this game. Like, their supports have gotten a lot more out of this early game. They can continue to hump behind Armel, look for these earn charges, look to get that vessel online. The TA is going to free farm in this game. There's not going to be any pressure going into Jackie. So you can make these aggressive moves and know that this TA is always farming, get that vessel online. If you get a good kill or fight connection around the river, TA is instantly going to come in, join that, clean up, and take Roshan. This is a really pivotal point in the game for Wildcard. They cannot give up a bad fight to Boom here, and Boom are absolutely going to look for it.
Yeah, pretty much nothing matches the power of this Ag Solar Guardian this early on into the game.
Nobody can show mid right now. Yeah. I mean, they are absolutely honey mid. If he sees them there, you're getting hook shot. Like, I don't care who you are, Tim's is going in right now. It's got so much backup to play with.
That much of a threat? Boom. Looks like they're going to take this mid tower for free. Wildcard are not looking to contest.
No, there's no shot you're fighting this. That vessel just arrived. You have Ag Solar Guardian connection. You have a super high level TA right now. It's just a scary fight to take when you don't have the control. So again, it comes down to how much map pressure can you get out during these exchanges. Can you get the lanes in super deep? Can you force Boom to split up? Can you somehow find a pick off of your own, or at least get to some strong items on your cores? Helm of the Overlord on that Lycan would be pretty big. Mjolnir on Yamsen would also be a pretty big damage spike.
I mean, you could see Yamsen really doesn't feel comfortable with the map. He's farmed like these two very safe camps up here while mid was being taken. The rest of his team was 4 stacked on bottom. I mean, they're not even getting a whole lot of map efficiency out of their mid tower being taken. Too much of a threat on out there. They're going to smoke together here, the trio, the Ember Spirit, and the 2 supports.
Could be a very short smoke.
Slight chains into kisses is available, but Armel has already broken the smoke and gotten out.
Is the problem with the lineup. You try and make these direct smokes that are not objective focused, very high chance they just whiff because you don't have the lockdown to catch. So there's your Helm of the Overlord timing. That's what prompted this. But you can't do anything with it unless you're willing to just go in the pit and force Roshan.
Somebody bring their courier out here. I mean, they surely know that there was a ward on that high ground. The way Armel reacted, and they dropped a sentry for it. It's just somebody's got to bring their courier around for the high ground vision.
You got to scout that. Cannot let these deep jungle wards exist, because guess what? Boomer smoking to you.
If they had that vision up, might as well smoke to it.
I think they're a little surprised at what's going on right now. They're like,
so too.
They're just sitting under this obs? Okay, we'll just run at you.
Got the glimpse back on his speed. Now he definitely knows there's a ward there. Far too late, though. Quick pick. And Tims looks for more. Still has the Solar Guardian with the hook shot Cogs combo. Even the Ember Spirit, I don't think you can catch him with the Solar Guardian in time, but a glimpse back into the Static Storm, that'll do it.
I think RCY might have been able to get out there, but he messed up the remnants a little, and then you get bounced by that Cog in the glimpse, and that's all she wrote. If you don't slide or remnant dodge it. Didn't even get the Arcane Rune. That still went to Armel there. This is Boom's map to take right now.
Yeah, Tim's is like, okay, now the ward is definitely not going to survive, so.
I mean, I like that.
Let's
like,
deny it.
give him nothing, right? You already got the value out of it.
And the TA trap into the Solar Guardian.
Oh, man.
This is why Yamsen is so scared to stretch out too far on the top side of the map creeps. He knows, like, eventually he's going to get hunted down here, whether it's TA traps or Clockwork wandering through the jungle, something's going to catch him.
Wildcard are getting squeezed around the map, and they keep bringing Fade to these plays. This is doubly bad if the play fails, because the Lycan is not creating any map pressure on the other side,
Right.
or at least getting you some exchange of farm. He's coming to fight, and if you can't force the fight, this net worth lead is going to spiral incredibly fast, which is what we're seeing.
This is a must-work situation for Wildcard, a 4-man smoke. They spot
setup.
Jackie, slight chains into the kisses. Good setup with the tombstone. There's no way that Boom can bail him out, and they don't even try. Full retreat out from the C squad. And it does mean that Wildcard own this area for a little bit. Another 30 seconds, Tormentor spawns. Will they still be strong enough to take that Tormentor when it does spawn, though?
Good setup with the Wolves. I mean, that is something Fade can contribute, regardless of whether he brings this hero or not.
Yeah.
Something to think about if he wants to try and keep farming and scaling up in this game.
Not able to take that tower.
No, but there will be Tormentor.
Yeah, I think they're strong enough to take it, but it is a little risky. Like, if Boom go for this fight, 4 versus 5, they could.
It's pretty fast, though. Instant.
TPs, and hook shot not in range.
Now you block it with the Wolves here anyway.
All right, good call from Wildcard. The pick off into Templar Assassin, into the Tormentor, into, I mean, even that little bit helps, right? The fact you get the Tormentor, but then Boom still try and contest you, but they don't catch you, that's just more space on the map. You brought 4 heroes to the corner of the map. RCY pushes out bottom.
I mean, a lot of would love more of that. Some objective-based gaming here. Not very good at running around trying to kill people, but if you can just go to objectives, force Boom to try and fight into you, the lack of catch will not matter.
Yeah, they haven't taken too many of those. Tier 1 in mid and top, still alive.
At the same time, though, the Roche has not been claimed by the early Deso TA.
True.
You are happy about that if you're Wildcard.
Yeah, especially since you're not a lineup that's the one objective that Wildcard really can't do early.
And getting that kill on Jackie was huge because he's so high level. Like, so much experience to bring this guy down. He's already almost level 18. Keep scouting with the Wolves, looking for stuff. Lycan Shard would add some pressure to this game when it eventually comes online. You got Undying Shard. A little extra save potential. So little things can add up.
Meanwhile, I think Armel or the 2 supports can set up a kill anywhere on the map, and I think
Oh yeah, for sure.
any kill gives you a chance to Roshan if you're Boom.
I mean, if I'm them, that's what I'm thinking about right now. I want to start accelerating this objective for my TA, who's ahead of this Furion by a large margin, which is not something you get very often. You want to take advantage of it. Especially Hurricane Pike done for him. I mean, he's so strong. Way harder to go for the all-in play on the TA now, too, with that Hurricane Pike.
They're going to find the Furion in mid, of all places. Hook shot, long range. Caught underneath the tier 2, brought back in by the Remnant. Quickly bursts it down. The Templar Assassin blinks away just in case there's a response from Wildcard, but there simply isn't. Once again, stacked on one side of the map.
Just going to Roshan? You have Solar Guardian to back you up. Oh, they got the creep too, plus 250.
Yeah, I feel like any
Creep
pickoff.
went to the Roche pit. I mean, that's super efficient.
Yeah. Get the double nailed hits. And Wildcard will have to contest this. Now, fortunately for them, in a way, their Furion was the one to get picked off. He's the one hero that can join them as soon as he respawns. So it does give them the ability to contest this Roche. Obviously, still not great losing their carry. But for now, Roshan will be contested. Boom. Not going to give away a fight for free. Play for another initiation. Tim's trying to get a reaction out of them. Static Storm, though, on RCY. RCY now with a Solar Guardian on top of that one with an Aghanims. Yeah, it's too much damage. Looks like Speed tried to bail him out there with the Shard. couldn't get it. Only got himself inside of the Tombstone. The Tombstone's still alive for a while, though. They got to finish this off. Armel, he lives for a while.
Just too tanky.
They really are. They got some of these heroes down to half HP, but Wildcard have now run out of spells, and boom, run them down straight into a tier 2. Roshan free for the taking when they want to. Boom. I mean, this is them just running Wildcard over in game 1.
His team fights just look too easy. They have more control, more initiation. They have sustain off the Dawnbreakers, so you can't really poke them down. Armel is just having way too good of a start compared to RCY, who's past the front line, but he can't front line without a BKB in this game. You just get locked down. Tombstone save was a great idea, but Static Storm makes that pretty difficult to execute. And AC already done for jabs. Your minus armor is kind of out the window already.
I feel like that sentence archetype could have fit for any core, you know? Because I also feel jabs way too good of a start in this game. Had that early Aghanim Scepter. The Templar Assassin way too good of a start in this game. Had a massive net worth lead over the Furion for much of this game.
I was just not super sold in the Lycan pick, and I think we're seeing some of the reasons why. He can't enter the fight and have direct impact against this lineup if they're ahead. And you can kind of rat the map a little, but they also have heroes to back up dealing with that split push pressure because you have the Solar Guardian.
As you said, they have good heroes to hunt down pickoffs.
Yeah,
Glimpse, they have Hookshot, Cogs.
There's another defensive hold. The Wolf is not at the door, man. The Wolf's at the back door. He's running away the whole game.
He's clawing at the door. Let me out. Get me out of here.
He still can't get out. It's like, he's dead.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he has been leashed. I'm telling you, Clock Disruptor is not a great support duo for this hero to fight in.
No, it's not.
It's not fun at all. Four minutes left on this Aegis. A lot of time for Jackie to go to work, and they are going to go to work.
He already has the BKB. Usually the timing is like, oh, when the Aegis expires, he'll have BKB. No, he's already got it. He's already got it and working towards MKB next.
Yeah, this is just surgical right now. Getting everything they want.
They got to get a pick off somewhere in this. Oh, no, Jab's getting out.
Lack of stuns.
Solar Guardian is free when all there is a cookie. Cookie's going to take way too long, and Ag Solar Guardian is quick.
Oh, there is no Guardian if they hang around here. You do have BKB on the Ember, so you do have your frontliner who can guarantee a little catch.
Who needs Solar Guardian, though, if your Dawnbreaker's just going to stick around with the team?
Fair point.
Sit behind Jackie as Jackie goes to work on buildings. 17-4, 16,000 net worth lead, and soon to be a Rax advantage. RCY trying to go for the deny on the building. Got the Ember Spirit on the slide, straight to the Static Storm. Man. No saves available. Wildcard, the best they could do is Tombstone, Entomb, grab ally, but
even shots have been really good this game.
They have.
Everyone has been a core kill, it's felt like.
I mean, there was a time not so long ago that Tim's was looked at as one of the best fours in the world. Certainly living up to that old reputation now in this game. Fraction dispels, talent taken for Jackie.
Got to take a fight here when you're all up. If you're Wildcard. This game's not going to get better for you. You're not getting the map pressure that your lineup wanted. Just got to flank, try and find a good angle, take out supports early with the backline jump you have. Get a numbers advantage near your base.
Yeah, I love that Boom didn't back out to deal with their side lane.
They're already hunting Fade on the backside. They had a ward on him.
Yeah, they spotted him. And Fade will try and use his ultimate to get out the Cogs, push him back into the Starbreaker hit. Still has a chance to run away, but he'll be glimpsed, locked down by the kinetic field, and his team is far too far away to help him out. They go on the Templar Assassin here. The Solar Guardian protects the TA, still has plenty of HP thanks to that BKB. Speed, he went in pretty deep, got a good Tombstone out, but that's already been dealt with, and now soon he will fall. The Templar Assassin, though, RCY, he can't work his way through the refraction. They got the TA to half HP. RCY, comes back as the BKB expires. He dies on the back end. Well, Yamson, final death for him in this game one as boom. They took over this game, man, and they never let Wildcard back into it.
A super nice tempo game from them. They really picked up the pace out of that laning phase. Never let this map control lineup come online. And man, Clock Disruptor just ran that game over. Such easy, consistent initiation. Sometimes that's all you need. And I have to believe that is what Wildcard think about going into game two, is how do